Hello everyone, this is Sylvia Lee. You're welcome to my channel today. Sure, we're outside enjoying summer. Summer is the best thing that can happen to anyone. During summer, look at the environment where we are. It's just, having fun. This summertime. Summertime. So, I really want to talk about something that has been, eating deep into our society. This is called people with nervousness, people with high BP, people with stress, people with what they call it, tension, people with when you are depressed, those kind of things. Depression, stress leads to high BP, leads to all sorts of things like diabetes, sugar level, and all that. So, I just want to talk about how somebody can be able to avoid such things, because most times our lifestyle does not really help. Our lifestyle is one of the reasons why we are having high BP, high blood pressure, all sorts of things. Name them. But if we can do 180 degrees turnaround in our way of doing things, and way of doing eating and running our day-to-day life, I think it will help a lot. I'll be right back. Come right back. So as I was saying, I was talking about this way of, we understanding this life we're living. Many of us don't take care of ourselves at all. Many of us hardly rest. Many of us don't even know what it means to rest at all. At all. Welcome right back. You see, some of us, we don't really have time for ourselves. We do a lot of work. Things that you should let go, you don't let go. You don't forgive, you don't forget. You keep everything in your mind. Stressful marriage, stressful relationship, stressful job. Thinking you can get everything in one go, it is not possible. No matter whatever you do in life, you cannot get everything at one sit. You cannot get everything at one go. It's not possible. This life is not a life where you can gain everything at one go. Number two, try as much as possible to limit the kind of friends you have. Some friends are very decisive. If you can get yourself one or two friends that are okay, good. The word of God says that friends is he who sticks closer than a brother. And then your friend is now sticking very far from you, gossiping and doing all sorts of things, making your heart unhappy. What's the need of having that kind of friendship? And number two is for us to turn away from the kind of lifestyle we do. Some people they drink a lot, they smoke a lot. Some people they eat a lot, they eat palm oil, they eat all sorts of meat that has fat. Some people eat so much salt in their food, so much seasoning, so much Maggi, so much, everything is just seasoning. Sometimes when I look at YouTube cooking and I see the amount of seasoning they put, some people, when they're cooking small stew, you see them with all sorts of heavy seasoning. For one, I hardly eat salt, just a pinch of salt. And if I really want the food to be tasty, I rather make my own stock. And if you are above the age of 40, number three, watch what you eat, watch what you do. You don't go drinking milk that is heavily, you should go for milk that is skim milk, or just take your milk without take your tea without milk. Some of us are so laden with this type of life, whereby we want to enjoy what the children of 18, 19, 20 is enjoying. It's not possible. You cannot be eating ice cream every day. You cannot be eating food that is not okay for you. limit your ways of eating rice, bread. I mean, they have good food, but eat them little, and even eat them in the morning or afternoon time. Don't be eating late. Small portion at a time, because these are things that your cardiac system spend too much time pumping so much blood in there for it to be digested. And when it's time for sleep, go ahead and sleep. You should set yourself a time for sleep. If you set yourself 10-11 for sleeping, let it be 10-11. Once you finish praying, you're off to bed. You see, some of us are so into covetousness that you want this, you want this, you want this, and all that is all you do. Wanting everything that is not even okay for you. Is it the kind of life we want to keep living? And then I had this video that I released about a few days ago. I was saying how we can drink water early in the morning. It really helps a lot. Warm water with a little pinch of lemon in it. It goes a long way. If you can get good honey, fine. Okay? It goes a long way, cleansing your inside out. Let's just watch the cholesterol. Some of us eat so much sugar, baking meat pie, eating eggs. Egg is good, it's protein. But too much sugar, too much flour, too much, fufu, too much, things that takes time to digest is really wrong. Let's go early. Sometimes, like a French woman told me one day, she told me, say, do you know why most of us are not too fat? I said, no, please, I want to know. I'll be right back. So the French woman, welcome right back. This French woman told me, do you know why most, they don't get too fat, most French women? I said, why? He said, because sometimes they just eat, but they eat, very little, and at many times a day, and then they go on a full day. They may not eat for that full day. They just take something like tea or, very light things like vegetable and just forget about it. But we must eat pounded, yet we must eat so many things. And especially the men, they drink. They don't even go for medical checkup. Number 4, we should at least once a year check our medical history. Okay, anything can develop at any time, just like a car. A car, you can drive it from Sokoto to Meduguri. You can drive it from anywhere to anywhere. But after 2 days, you're just driving it to somewhere very close by, and it stops working. So our body is like that. Our body needs to be checked. Do I have so much sugar? Do I have cholesterol? Some people, I had a friend of mine, a family friend of mine, who just dropped dead. And I was so bitter. I know life is in the hands of God, but we should do our best to check what we eat. Nkobi, isiewu, all sorts of things, abacha, all these things, laden with red palm oil, laden with potassium and all that. We should be, reduce some certain things we do. Let's reduce it. It's not okay. Eating unnecessary food, eating at midnight, drinking and mixing up. It's not called for anyway. Sometimes you don't need to cook your food. Just, blend one or two things and then drink and, fruits, and just let go. Even if you're feeling hungry, just ignore the body. It will adjust later. If you're the type who feels hungry very fast, you go on more of salad. If you don't like salad, go on more of boiled, soup. Soup that is, something that looks like pepper soup. But it's not that you're making pepper soup, the whole meat in the world will just be there. You have to, lessen the way you eat meat. Fish should be grilled, boiled. Lessen your intake of palm oil, your intake of fried things. Like me, I'm even in my family now, I'm going to say for this 1, 2, 3, 4 days, we're not going to fry anything. Sometimes I just say, we're not frying, we're just cooking. So that's some of the tips I want to really give us, that, and then let us learn how to take vacation, have fun with the family, and if we have any scores, we should settle it. That's one of the problems we're having. I know money is difficult to come by these days, but then one day at a time. Okay, guys. So I'll be rounding up now. I just want to tell you that if you've been here and you have not subscribed, subscribe to Sylvia Link. Share and like this video, because I know somebody out there will need it. Somebody out there really need to know some certain things. Because we think all kind of life is direct. No, it's not all kind of. And let us also hold on to some certain food that we are missing. Some of us don't like to eat garlic, but garlic is a good food. Okay, so let me be drawing my line here. I'll wishing you guys happy day, and remain blessed. Okay, shalom.